All right. Now, brown cow. Yeah, one. All right, walk in. Let's just do it standing here. Yo. Hey guys, it's poppin'. Jacques Slade here. Oh, that was terrible. Sorry, one more time. Hey guys, it's poppin'. Jacques Slade here. Back with another unboxing. And today, before we get to the unboxing, there's a couple things that I want to talk about, and it mostly has to do with sneakerheads. And I know you're thinking, yes, we are all sneakerheads. You guys are sneakerheads. I'm a sneakerhead. But there's a certain population within the sneakerhead community that kind of bothers me. And I usually stay away from this sort of stuff. I stay away from the drama just because that's just not my thing. But every once in a while, it just bothers me. And so I figured this video, I'm gonna take the opportunity just to say something. First, wear what you like, regardless of what anyone else thinks, because that's what's important. But there's a certain population within the sneakerhead community that feels like they have the right to tell you what you can and cannot wear, what is and what isn't whack. It usually goes something like, nah man, them joints whack. And then you're like, nah, but I really like these. I think they're cool. And they're like, nah, dude, that's terrible. And that's where the problem lies. That was a horrible reenactment, but you guys get what I'm saying. And the shoe that I'm about to unbox kind of touches on that, because I feel like it happens a lot with collaborations. Maybe they genuinely don't like them, but why do you have to discourage other people that do like them just because you don't like them? That's your thing. Don't give somebody else a hard time about liking a pair of shoes. I just wanted to say that beginning part, and that's all I'm going to say. So let's get to the shoes, because I like them, and that's why I'm here unboxing them, so I can show them to you. So without further ado, bam, there it is. Now, I know some of you are already gonna feel a certain kind of way because you've seen the box, but I like this shoe. This is the Don C and Jordan collaboration, AKA the Don C Jordan 312. As you guys know, this is my size, which is a size 11. This is considered an energy release. It's called the Air Jordan Legacy 312 in RG, and that's because it combines 3 different styles in the Jordan line into one shoe. Now, most people are out there, they're kind of hating a little bit, and it bothers me because they're like, oh, that's just basically a Jordan hybrid. And I heard that, and then that made me think, well, what about this shoe? Made me think about this shoe, and I'm like, well, is this just a Nike hybrid? I didn't see you guys complaining about this Nike hybrid very much, but you sure complained about this Jordan hybrid. I wonder what the difference is. You know, just thinking the keyboard gangsters are already active. Anyway, so with that being said, let's get into the shoe, because it's something that I really like. A big shout out to the folks at Jordan Brand. They actually sent me this pair because I wasn't able to cop a pair because they sold out. Funny how shoes sell out that nobody seems to really want or like. Anyway, so let's take a look at the 312, or the Legacy 312. So this is the royal blue colorway. There is actually 2 colorways. There was a neon colorway, which is not necessarily my thing. I actually have a pair of neon shoes, the Talaria, and I've worn them once. I don't think I'm cool enough to wear the neon colors, but this royal, well, that's a different story. Let's take a look and see what all the hype is about. So the shoe mixes 3 different styles. It's the Air Jordan 1, the Air Jordan 3, and the Nike Alpha Force Low. Now, I'm not super familiar with the Alpha Force Low. It's not a shoe that I really knew about. I just knew about it because of this shoe, but I can tell you where the design details came from for this shoe that matched to the Alpha Force Low, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so let's start with the Air Jordan 1. As you can see, the base of the silhouette, I would say like the basis part of the upper is based on the Air Jordan 1. You see it has the Air Jordan 1 toe box, has the Air Jordan 1 swoosh. There's the Wings logo here, has the nylon tongue, which we get from the Air Jordan 1, although this one says just Dawn instead of Nike. Then it has the collar here is from the Air Jordan 1 as well. And I feel like the color blocking really represents the Air Jordan 1 as well. Now, when it comes to the Air Jordan 3, we obviously have the heel tab here that obviously comes from the Air Jordan 3. And then we have the elephant print, which comes from the Air Jordan 3 as well. You see it there at the mid panel. And and then it's also on the inside at the mid panel as well. And those are like the hints at the Air Jordan 3, in addition to the entire tooling, which is taken from the Air Jordan 3 as well. And they kept it pretty authentic to the Air Jordan 3, where this is actually painted. You can actually see the brush strokes of the paint here on the tooling as well. That's where the air unit comes from. And then the outsole represents the Air Jordan 3 as well. And then as for the Alpha Force low, I imagine that is where this Velcro strap came from, and the tooling around the Velcro strap. See here with this leather piece and this leather piece here. I almost kind of wonder what this shoe would look like without that, although it does feel a little incomplete because of the way that they have the, they don't have the eyelets here. It's just like the regular white eyelets here, so it looks a little strange, although I wonder if you could kind of pull that off without the strap. Not that I don't like the strap, but it's definitely not something that I'm familiar with design wise as far as when I think about a Jordan shoe or something like that. So the quality wise, I think Jordan Brand really stepped it up on these. The leather feels really great here on the tumble leather, here at the toe, here in this toe panel, here on the side panel. It's really, really nice soft leather. So Jordan Brand did a really good job picking the leather for these, which is something that I definitely appreciate. Missed these here when I was talking about the design inspirations, but these come from the Air Jordan 3 as well. It's the black eyelets, which you've obviously seen on the Air Jordan 3. And I personally like the way that the shoes came out. It's a mix of design that I don't think a lot of people would envision necessarily, and maybe that's where a little bit of the hate came from, because people didn't expect it. But then also people were attaching it because it's Don C. Maybe that's why people like it. But I feel like it has a very 80s/90s basketball appeal, and I personally really like those shoes. So for me, when I see this silhouette, it reminds me of those and kind of pulls me back and mixes some of those memories for me of 90s basketball with Jordan, which is something that obviously that you kind of put together. So I like the style of the shoe. I like the way that the style looks. Now, as far as others, they're calling it a hybrid, but as you saw earlier, I didn't see them complaining when Kanye West was doing very similar and mix and matching styles together to create the Yeezy 1 and the Yeezy 2, which all pulled from a bunch of different areas to make those shoes. So is the Yeezy 1 and 2, are those hybrids as well, because of the way people thought about them? Anyway, so back to this shoe. So these sold out, but they're going to be coming in a few different colorways. And for those people out there that don't like them, I appreciate you not liking them and helping them sell out. Here's the thing from my perspective. You don't have to get them. You don't have to buy them. You don't have to wear them. So if you don't like them, it's cool. You just don't like them, but you don't have to make other people feel bad or try and insult other people or insult the shoe just because you don't like it. There's plenty of shoes that I don't like and I just don't talk about. I just feel like people like to be negative just for the sake of being negative, instead of maybe hating on this shoe or deciding that you don't like it and that means everybody can't like it. How about you maybe educate people on the shoe, educate them about the Alpha Force Low, educate them about the Air Jordan 3, educate them about the Air Jordan 1, pass on some knowledge, and instead of, just being insulting about it. Anyway, that's my spiel on the shoe. I know this is a bit of a weird unboxing. It's a bit of a rant and also a good look at the shoe. I just really love this shoe. I really like the way that it looks, and I'll be rocking these. Anyway, as always, guys, if you liked the video, why don't you go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you really like what you see here, why don't you go ahead and subscribe and turn on those notifications. I am Jacques Slade. This is the Jordan Legacy 312 by Don C. And as always, guys, I appreciate you guys. I was trying to change this around a little bit just to see if you guys like it. I don't know if I like it yet because it's pretty messy back there. Anyway, all right, guys, I'll see you soon. Peace.